Hey guys, welcome to Picksburgh. It's Anthony, and today we're here in the morning break room, and I got three awesome guys here with me. So I'm going to go ahead and let them introduce themselves. We'll start with Craig, Landshark Picker.
Hey guys, Craig here. Channel is Landshark Picker. Sell on eBay, Amazon, Facebook Marketplace. Source on eBay, eBay, Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, and all the standard yard sale, estate sale, auctions, all that. But, appreciate everybody showing back up again this morning.
Tommy, what's the Mr. Pickles being in the chat for? That's what it sounds like.
All right, might as well go Derek next. Nascarman 3345.
Hey guys, Derek, Nascarman 3345. How's everybody doing this morning? Like I said, I do eBay, Facebook Marketplace, Offer Up, Let Go, and toy shows, flea markets, yard sales. And I have an auction on Monday nights and a racing on Friday nights, which is going to be amazing this week. So that's it.
Guess that leaves me, huh?
Yes, sir.
Unfortunately.
I'm Tommy, the Bargain Effect. I do have a YouTube channel. I have Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I resell primarily on eBay and Macari. I source everywhere from rummage sales and auctions to my local grocery store.
Awesome. My name is Anthony, as you guys probably know by now. My YouTube channel is Picksburgh. That's where you're watching today. And I do a lot of yard sale, garage sale, estate sale, Goodwill bins, thrifting, like wherever I can find cheap stuff to resell for a high margin on eBay. I'm all over it. So that's the kind of content you can expect to find here. Also, you'll see every Tuesday afternoon I do a Bible study here on the channel. If that's something you're into, definitely stop by. It's live just like this show, so there's a lot of interaction with the chat. And then on Saturdays, we do a live working hangout where it's just me and some friends just working and, shooting the breeze. So I invite any of you guys that want to be a part of that to stop by. And we're always looking for people that want to be a part of the show as well. Let me give a shout out to some people here in the chat. Start with the people that came in earliest. Every day I'm hustling. You were number one. Thank you so much for being here. I did drop my email in the chat for you if you want to reach out. Lisa C's here. Rump Stump Reseller. DC Sales is in the house. Glenn Swamp Picker's here. Debbie Does Sales. Lucas is here. Cliff, what's up, my man? And Going Twice, that's Mark, guys. He's another local Pittsburgh reseller. Do me a favor, go and sub to his channel. You'll see 3 dots right next to his name. Go ahead and show him some love. He's a good dude. I actually did a collab video with him at the Goodwill bins not too long ago. If you guys want to go back through my videos and watch that. But he's a good dude. Cleveland Picker just jumped in. What's up, my man? Star City Picker's here. There's some guy named Landshark Picker. I don't know what he's all about.
Kick him to the curb. he's a troll.
That's what I was thinking.
Nice.
So yeah, the title basically of the show today, guys, was favorite sourcing avenues. So what are some of your favorite places to source inventory? Maybe even some places that people might not have thought of, like Tommy said, the grocery store.
Yeah, if you're talking avenues, 3rd Avenue is usually the best. I think 3rd Avenue and about 23rd Street. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. That's a tough one. It depends on what, where you are in your business, what your cash flow is, what your mood is,
Yeah.
There's some days I don't have any desire to go to a thrift store. But I'll sit here and look at auctions for 8 hours straight.
Yeah.
Glenn says it's garage sales. That's my thing, because once we have them here, it's fine. Our Savers and Salvation Army, they're outpricing everybody. It's ridiculous. I was there the other day and they had one toy that probably should have been $4.99, $5.99 was $24.99. It's not worth it anymore to go in there.
But I don't know how yours are, Derek, but what I've seen in my 2 stores that are right here primarily close, one of the 2 goes through phases. They'll have those kind of situations where for about 6 months, everything is high, and then you'll turn around and then it's not everything is dirt cheap, but it's come down a good bit. I don't know if it's just phases, months of the time during the year, the season.
Right.
But there's also sometimes no logic in how they price something. You can see that toy that's way overpriced, and then I can pick up a $500 vintage receiver that's marked $399.
Right, exactly. That's what we
yeah.
Cliff. So church sales are my favorite. Old ladies are awesome. Don't hit on them, Cliff, though. You got to be careful, buddy.
Church sales are awesome, though. Like, I've gotten some really great deals, especially whenever they do the bag sales, like towards the end of the church sales. I love bag sales. I do really well with those.
I think talking generically, anywhere that you can find things in bulk.
Yeah.
When I'm saying bulk, I'm not talking truckloads. If I go to the auction, I can pick up, either box lots or, what's being sold as a pallet of electronics. I can get 50 or 60 pieces for under $200. That's going to drive down my cost per item.
Lucas, yeah. If you really get close to the people in the thrift store, go for it. Do what you have to, because there's a couple of guys that are around here that are YouTubers, and they have the thrift stores near us on lock. Like, you're not going to find much there because he's already got them in his back pocket. So like we've said before, make the connection. Make your don't be afraid to talk to the people at Walmart, at Target, or any of the thrift stores, even at yard sales. Maybe somebody's got an amazing yard sale going on. The prices are a little bit high. You buy 1 or 2 things, but you talk to them. You say, "Oh, you know what? I'll come back later on in the day." And at the end of the day, if you go back and they start, "Hey, how you doing? Welcome back. What's coming on?" Not much. They might give you a deal on everything that's left. You gotta make that. You gotta work on that. We say it every day.
Yep.
Yeah. Like I said, it would not be that important if it didn't come up in discussion every morning.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
And he's got a good point. He's one, if he says something, they may want to pick it up for themselves. Maybe you're not just get down to the specialized details. I'm looking for these kind of items. And then in some of those kinds of items or those categories, not everything is valuable. It's down to only certain brands in that category are good, or the blue widget is not worth as much as that same widget in green. You don't have to give out all the details.
Right. And a lot of times at thrift stores, they are not allowed to touch it for 24 hours after it goes onto the floor. Those are the new rules at a lot of the stores.
That's what we've got at one of our chains that's right here close, and they will fire people for that.
Yep.
That's awesome. I wish that would actually be held up at all thrift stores.
I'm sure there's a lot of stuff that goes out the back door.
Oh, yeah. Without a doubt.
My wife basically said I should start volunteering at the Goodwill just to try to get some of the good stuff, because they cherry pick it like crazy around here.
That's it. I mean, but that's what you can do. I mean, so just do it and see. If you see what's going on, then that it's okay. Maybe I'll volunteer there once or twice a week, and then you're going to set everything up. And hey, by the end of the week, you might have 2 bags there of stuff that you need.
Yeah, I've thought about it, to be honest with you. Yeah. I've been too busy, trying to, my death pile here is still, ridiculously crazy. I'm still adding stuff to it almost every day.
And if you're a volunteer, how can they fire you?
Right, exactly. Please do not come back in.
Okay, I'll take my toys and go elsewhere.
Right, exactly.
That's awesome. Lucas said that his Salvation Army literally throws their books away, and basically he can come take them anytime he wants.
Wow,
that's crazy. That's awesome. Oh yeah,
That's
see,
awesome.
Lee-
Tommy gets texts every day about video games at his thrift stores.
Yeah.
And it's all about those connections, guys. Me personally, I think my favorite avenue is still yard sales, just for the thrill of the hunt. Then it's probably the Goodwill bins as a close second, for the exact same reason, just because I'm like always trying to dig for gold there. And but I mean, there's really no bad way to source. One of my favorite places used to be Ross Dress for Less, because I used to be able to go and get like 2-3 carts full of shoes on markdown day. But that has been like so dry for me lately. I haven't even made videos of it. I mean, I think it's like my third video I ever put on here was like a giant Ross haul. I had like 3 carts full of shoes, and I was paying like $3 to $4 a pair, and I like cleaned up really well with that deal. So it's just there's money everywhere. You just need to be wise to like the different areas that you can go down to get them. Just like Tommy was saying, even like some people wouldn't even think to look at their grocery store, but there's profit to be made everywhere you go. It's just you got to keep your eyes open, and those contacts are huge. Just like some people in the chat have mentioned. You know what I mean? They've made those connections, and now it's paying off. Like I was just watching Alex Fat Man the Flipper. He just made a connection with somebody who gives him free stuff now.
Right.
So you just let people know what you're doing, and you make those connections, and before you know it, they start to pay off.
And
Well,
Lucas, Lucas talking about being worried about talking to these people. What's the worst they can say? No. You just go about your business.
See, with me doing next door, the maintenance guys were like, "Hey, you know what? Maybe we should need him to come over when we do get these houses that people leave stuff over. Maybe have him come over now and look at the stuff instead of us throwing it away." So
what I'm starting to lean towards is the end of season sourcing. Granted, you gotta kind of sit on it. You gotta be able to put the money out there and sit on it. But like after Christmas clearance, after Halloween clearance, after Easter, we have the storage space, and you get the stuff so darn cheap that you pick it up and you sit on it, for 7-8 months before you list it. But that's where I found I'm maximizing my profits, and I can do that right from the store, brand new stuff. So it's real easy to list because you just zap the barcode, everything comes up, and you can buy Christmas lights for $1 a box after Christmas, and then turn around and list them in like the beginning of September and start selling them for. We have these 100 packs, and they go for like $18 for this. I don't know. It's a special type of Christmas light, but we paid like next to nothing for them.
That's the name of the game.
DC Sales had a question. She said, does Goodwill get better in the fall from people donating end of yard sale items? I would think it would. But I mean, honestly, I think you can find stuff at Goodwill any time of the year, but I would think people that were unsuccessful with getting rid of their stuff would probably be more prone to donate that time of year.
I haven't really noticed a difference in our Goodwill itself seasonally. What I have noticed in fall, the bins seem to have a whole lot more. Not necessarily the Goodwill, but the bins will have a abundance more. And I don't know if it's because of all the donations, they don't have room for it in the stores or what, but we do really good at the bins in fall.
I found that right after Christmas, typically the week between Christmas and New Year's, and right into the New Year's, people have done a end of the year clean out. It seems like the front of our main store is where they take donations. A lot of stores have like their drop off points and all that. And ours is just to the left of the entrance down, about half the building down. And there's always stuff piled up. And that week it was just crazy busy.
Yeah, Tommy says he does good at Ross and Burlington. He says he doesn't really do clearance too much, though, because the good stuff doesn't make it there. He's going to 25 stores today around Baltimore. Good luck with that, man. Hope you do well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it all depends. I mean, a lot around here, you'll see on a Sunday morning or a Monday morning, you'll see people coming in with carloads that just drop stuff off at the Savers. But other than that, it's either out in front of their house or just going crazy. Gate City Pickers, welcome in. Yeah, Anthony didn't set it up yet.
I've got Monday set up for that way.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do tomorrow?
PSC ass.
Tomorrow's Friday. We can go. We talked about rotating on Fridays.
Oh, let's start the rotation then. Whoever wants to start it.
I'll do it. I'll try Streamlabs tomorrow because I'd like to see how it works on the StreamYard.
Okay.
Yep.
I'll do it.
You guys want to make sure you're subbed to Tommy, then that way you can get tomorrow's show.
Yep. Be a lot of fun. So.
And I can see what it's like to be the wizard behind the control panel.
Right, exactly.
Power.
Yep.
Do not look around the, what was it? They said, don't look around the curtain or whatever in the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
I know it's not the exact words, but that was the idea.
Well, like in Oz yesterday, Pat came knocking at the door, and I went to Tommy. Should we let him in? He kept on knocking. I'm like, what? Hold on.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, Lisa, that's fine.
Tommy's link is in the description too. Every day I'm hustling. He asked you to type in the chat, Tommy. Tommy's channel is The Bargain Effect.
This is Mr. Pickles' dad.
Yeah.
and then how you're known when you're kids, you show up somewhere. Oh, you're so-and-so's dad. Yeah.
Papa Pickles.
So y'all gonna start a channel for the bird?
Well, what we're gonna do is Destiny's just gonna do it on her channel. He'll be under his own playlist.
Oh, come on.
So when we go out and do our all-day sourcing, what we're gonna do is we're gonna stream him on YouTube so we can keep an eye on him.
Oh, that's cool.
So people will be able to pop in and see what he's doing and visit.
I'm looking for a channel. There is a channel that is for a cat that has 2,300 subscribers.
Really?
That's amazing. Well,
It's I don't know if we talked about it on here or not. They've only got 3 videos, but it's Goon Squad. They're the ones that the 2 younger guys that buy the exotic cars at auction that are all messed up and they rebuild them. And this is their cat.
Lucas, I just gave you a wrench, so if you needed to post something, you can.
I'm still waiting on the day that you show up with your blue wrench and you.
Yeah, I actually have the wrench behind the computer. I just didn't want to pull this down and have like the camera angled down into my lap. So
yeah, we appreciate that.
You've been wrenched officially. Hey Kelly, how you doing? Good to see you
Kelly.
this morning.
I'm dragging this morning.
I'll tell you what, man. Me too. Like I barely slept last night.
Yeah, I was up between like 2 and 4 watching YouTube because I just couldn't sleep. I figured I'd pop YouTube on a little bit. Might make me tired.
Yeah.
A couple hours later, look.
Yeah. I was like, dang, I better lay down or I'm going to sleep through the show.
Yeah, I was up from like 2 to 8. It was rough last night getting back to sleep. I literally just watched Netflix all night.
Netflix and YouTube is getting that way. They make it so easy to sit there and just binge watch stuff.
Yep.
With all the recommended and up next on YouTube. And then
if
you're watching a series on Netflix, it just it just rolls right into the next episode.
Yep.
You turn around 6 hours later and you haven't gotten anything done.
Yeah, I think Destiny was happy. I woke her up like at 3 and I was like, hey, I can't sleep. Thinking about going downstairs and working. I thought about coming down and doing some listing and just creating a hangout and see if anybody was up. But then I was like, too lazy to do that, but not tired enough to sleep.
Yeah.
Sure. Oh, man.
Sorry to hear that, Aaron. Definitely be praying for you, my man.
Mm-hmm. Anything exciting today?
I don't know about anything exciting, but I'm still working on this other project I've got outside of reselling. I'm trying to wrap it up. I got a meeting this afternoon. But need to get some listing done. I don't have anything going out this morning. Didn't sell anything overnight. Yeah, Harlan, we used we messed around with StreamYard. We're gonna use it tomorrow, going forward probably.
How much is it for the paid version, StreamYard?
$20.
20, right?
Yep, it's $20
Monthly?
Yeah.
Yeah, but then if you pay for 12 months, you get 3 months plus $10 off. So
Okay.
for referral.
Lucas, yes, OBS or Streamlabs OBS or just straight OBS is better. It's a lot stronger. It's a lot more versatile, but it requires a lot more hardware, computer-wise. It requires a good bit more knowledge on how to use it.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the benefit of something like StreamYard's coming in. Is it's very easy for users they're not technically inclined, or it's a lot of point click and you're done with what you're trying to do. You know, it's all right there in front of you.
And it was really clean, really smooth. There was no problems yesterday. We used it yesterday too, Harlan. And me and Tommy went right through. The cameras look clear. And I like it because on Friday we're going to use it I'm going to do the banners so whoever's racing at that time and everything. So we'll have a lot of fun. So
that's cool.
Yeah, you can use the free version.
Yeah.
It's got some base limitations, but you have to leave the StreamYard depth up in the right, the branded stuff, and you can't put other overlays on. You can get by with it.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Isn't it limited to like 40 minutes or something like that, though?
Nope.
No, there's no limits now. There may be in the future, but there's no limits on the basic.
Okay.
As of right now.
Outside of not being able to do the custom overlays that are yours.
Right. But as far as like broadcast limits or anything, there's nothing.
Cool. Yeah, for me, I don't know. I just have a little bit of a hard time paying that monthly fee whenever I'm not making anything from YouTube.
Yeah.
You mean to justify the monthly fee?
Well, I think that's what YouTube is trying to do. They're trying to say, okay, well, who really wants to dedicate themselves and spend the money to do this? If you're not, you're gonna see a lot of people dropping off.
Yeah, that's what I think. I think it's kind of a way to weed out the people that are just here to burn some time and whatever, versus people that are serious content creators.
Right, and that's not a good or bad thing, because everybody's at a different stage. Like Anthony said, he's not making any money from YouTube. It's hard to spend the money. That's in my opinion, that's totally different than somebody that's either serious or not serious.
Right.
Right now, it'd be hard for me to spend the $20.
Mm-hmm.
It just depends on your financial situation.
Right.
Doesn't mean you have any less of a channel, have any less of a quality of content. But I see what you're saying though. I think they're trying to weed out people doing this long term and stuff like that.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's surprising to me that they wouldn't want that money in their pockets. Like, why are you going to make Streamlabs or whoever rich, StreamYard, or even Zoom or any of these places? Why are you going to put the money in their pocket when you just keep the money?
I think what they have figured out is they're going to get it from the business aspect when they go over to the Google Business. They'll already have corporations looking at it saying, okay, we'll spend this money to do this, then instead of giving it for free.
And really, it's going to help YouTube make money, because if people are going to invest in software, then they're most likely a serious creator, which means they're working towards, their time and their subs and getting the monetization, where YouTube's going to get paid off the ads, versus all these people that are just out here clowning around. They don't care about monetization. They don't care about whether they have the sub count or not, and they're not making anything on it.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah, Lucas, like I said earlier, Streamlabs No BS, I agree. Completely free, great application. But yeah, it's hard to get used to, and it requires, it requires a lot of knowledge.
I love OBS. I mean, you could almost do a full feature production with just OBS alone,
Right.
So if you want to give the watchers an awesome graphical show, it's great. But it is a little complicated for, like, Destiny's totally lost. She's like, I don't know.
Layman's. Anybody who's a layman that doesn't understand any of that aspect, like Paul from Gate City Pickers saying it'd be cool to bring up the current people racing on the screen and what's their reactions, but not everybody can be there. That's the thing,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Lady Anne Marie, Lady Freebird wants to go on live. There's other people that don't want to go on live. Where at least with the banners that I have using for StreamYard, at least people know. All right, these are the two cars that are racing, even though I'm saying it, but it's still up there. You know?
That's really cool. Like I saw Kimmy did a pop-up shop yesterday,
Right?
And she'd be pulling up the people who actually won the item.
Right, exactly. Yeah,
which is really cool. I never even knew that was an option.
Yeah, she was able to put the banner up on like what was for sale and how much it was, because a lot of times, people are like, how much was that? What did she want for it?
And that's what's going to be big for Monday nights and Friday night, where if I'm with Donatella on Friday nights or if I'm with everybody on Monday night, it's easier for me to handle it, because I can just say, listen, I'm going to put myself aside in a little corner, but I'm going to be able to pop up all these extra banners, change colors, just a lot of stuff you can do. With Zoom, you can do a lot of the same stuff, but there's no reason to have 99 people in one chat.
Oh, come on.
It was loud, and it got very obnoxious after a little while, but it was fun. But it did get
it actually agitated our Mr. Pickles, our bird, because it overstimulated him with so many different voices going on. It was strange.
Yeah. But like I said earlier, what's the chance you're gonna have that many people legitimately on a live to carry on a real conversation?
Right.
I think it was more the novelty of doing it.
I believe that feature is more used for like webinars or something.
Yeah, I've been a part of it for webinars before and for like company meetings and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it works great for that, but typically for that, most people are either muted or not active as far as, like a Hangout situation.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you said, it's hard enough to talk with 6 or 7 people. I mean, Harlan, if you were there last night, trust me, it was like Tom just had to mute everybody when he wanted to say something, and then turn everybody on, and it was just like, oh, we kept my mouth shut for 5 minutes. Hold on a second, who's going to jump in? And everybody started.
Yeah.
The funniest part was when we were trying to poke everybody, trying to figure out where you were in the hole.
Lisa C's got a great point. With that many people on the panel, nobody left to watch the broadcast.
We still had 40 people in the broadcast, though.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's all the people that were in the chat watching it on YouTube.
Yeah. We had a few people that didn't come up there. It wasn't too many that were actually communicating in the chat. Like Ansley, Mother's Mustache was in there.
Yeah.
Had a couple of people. It was a show, but like I said, I don't think it had any logical use. You're never going to have more than a handful of people on a panel anyway.
Yeah.
It was just funny trying to get everybody crazy. It's like nuts.
It's like peanuts.
Mm-hmm. So you were on Andrew and Rob's live light yesterday?
Who?
You.
No.
Right.
I was probably in
Oh,
there
Tommy.
in the crowd. I know
Tommy, you were on?
No. I was
No,
on.
Tommy Bernhardt in the chat.
No, Tommy
He
Bernhardt.
wasn't on the panel, but we were over there. They had Nick Hills on, and
Oh, yeah,
we were
that's
watching.
right. Yeah.
Yep.
Cody wants to know how sales are.
What are sales? What are those?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're the little things that come across your phone. I only got 4 going out today, so it's a light day for me.
We did that thing last night on Tom's channel. We were on there. I think I was on there from they started, and I got in about 15 or 20 minutes after they started.
Mm-hmm.
It started like 7:30 Eastern, and we went for almost 5 hours.
Yeah.
Not once did I hear somebody's phone cha-ching after having 30-something people on the panel.
Midnight. I left at midnight, and there was still no rings.
Yep. I don't think I have anything to ship this morning. I shipped all my stuff out yesterday. But nothing going out.
Yeah. I mean, I probably only listed like 8 items yesterday just because I wasn't feeling well. So I can't expect to like wake up to a ton of cha-chings today.
That'd be funny.
Exactly, Tommy. You're right. Sorry, I keep saying Tommy. There's a Tommy in the chat.
Yeah.
I guess I need to say Tommy B. So it's
yeah, Tommy B.
I'm pretty lucky.
I calling him Papa Pickles when Tommy Bernard's in the chat.
Tommy Pickles, there you go.
Right. That worked.
Well, my name is Tommy Pickles. How y'all doing?
It's the grown-up Tommy Pickles. There was a Tommy Pickles in Rugrats, the Nickelodeon show back in the day.
Was there?
Back in the day.
Yeah.
Wow.
He was a little bald-headed baby.
Little ball-headed baby. They used to stumble around all over the place.
You're talking about, yeah.
I always thought Rugrats were a little creepy looking in my opinion.
Yeah. They looked like they had a squishy head.
I mean, it's no worse than some of the other stuff that came through. You know, the Teletubbies. That was just a show that was off the wall.
Thornberries, something Thornberries.
I don't remember that one, but I don't know. I've heard that, but I don't remember anything about them.
I think one of my favorite Nickelodeon shows was the Angry Beavers.
Oh, I've heard of that one, yeah. I don't remember ever watching it, though.
Little beavers, they were cool.
Mark sold a Rugrats doll for $30. That's cool.
Jeez.
God, there's one. It's some probably late 20s guys that do some kind of odd thing. That was. I know a lot of their merchandise. I don't know if it's the VHS, the DVDs that sell real well. I can't think of what the name of the show was though. It's gonna bother me. Huh? The Wiggles. Yes, Mark said the Wiggles.
Oh, I remember the Wiggles. Yeah.
Yeah, they're still around.
I think their VHS and DVD stuff sells real well.
Yeah, now the yellow person, I guess the yellow person had a nervous breakdown, and now it's a girl. So it's still on in Australia. Hey, what's up, Mountain Picker? What's up? Good to finally see what you looked like last night. You know, of course, Miss Rump Stump Reseller.
Yeah, that was one thing that was kind of cool. Is now I seen a lot of people that I've never seen before in there, so I can associate a face with the names.
Right.
Oh yeah. And it gave you a whole nother thought process. You know, if you see somebody in the chat and I know I recognize your YouTube name, but gosh, I don't remember your real name. You do that when somebody's on live on a camera like that in a big group. You're like, okay, do I say something? Do I know? You know,
right? Exactly.
It's totally different. Kind of like do it in person. You know.
That's what I love about the Saturday working hangouts is it's for more than just like content creators. So it's cool to see a lot of the people that have been so supportive in the chats jumping in and you know, just kind of hanging out.
Yep.
Mama Pickles is in the chat.
Who's it?
Mama
Pickles. Mrs. Pickles. Yeah.
Pickles.
We got the whole Pickles family here.
Yep.
But even the Crazy Cards was in last night too. That was in one I haven't met yet.
Yeah, I've seen Mike for a long time. I think that's the first time I've ever seen him on camera.
Right. That was funny. I kept on calling him Ron Howard.
He did favor him, didn't he?
Yeah, he loved it. He's like, "Oh, that's awesome. Thanks." So
I'm glad, Paul. You can jump in this Saturday too if you want, man. I'll send you a link.
yeah. I'll be in, but we won't talk lacrosse. Okay.
I think my MacBook hates lacrosse for some reason.
It shuts
Maybe
down.
that or my Wi-Fi. Maybe it's Comcast, Xfinity. I don't know.
Yeah, really. I know.
I didn't mind it so much, but my setup here did.
Oh boy, here's trouble. Trouble's in the house now. We got the woman part of the Italian mafia, Mrs. Donatella Bortolino.
Up, Donatella. Thanks for jumping in.
You going to buy another storage auction, or you got too much stuff and getting ready for Friday? For tomorrow, I should say. Better be ready with all that stuff. So.
Yeah, I want to buy another box or two from her. We received that box that we bought. Extremely happy with what was in there.
Right. She's going to have a lot more stuff this week. So that's what she's going to do. She's just going to keep on. She just bid on 3 of them. Oh, boy.
That's the way you do it. You do it in volume.
What's from Stump's name? I can't remember her name anymore.
Hey, Todd.
Jamie.
Thanks for jumping in.
Jamie Derek. Jamie is her name.
Jamie, that's what it is. Hey, Todd. Jamie kept on. Her little ones were wrestling last night on the show, too.
Hey, Pat. What's up? Pat Dees is in the house.
Hey, that's
What?
where the other 95 people are.
We're still on Hangouts. I don't think we could ever try to do 95 on here, bud.
I think you got limited 10, 9, 12, something like that.
12, and that 12 is really, really pushing hard, too.
Oh,
Yep.
Yep.
Hi,
What?
Misha. For being here.
Hey, Miss Misha. How's Joshy
Morning.
Poo? That's her husband. Joshy Poo 79 is Misha Renee's husband. So, but
Hey, Anamora.
hey, Namora, you didn't come into our show this morning. I couldn't sing. Tracy wasn't there this morning, so I had to do. Well, I did some singing, and Craig and Adam tried to do a lot of it. So
I'm not singing. I don't care what it takes.
I'm not a singer either.
I'll
All
sing
right.
the shower, and
See you later.
that's about it.
Hey, Rebecca. Thanks for jumping in.
Good morning, Rebecca. I guess you're just waking up from last night.
No, she was on the phone with Destiny over an hour ago.
Really?
Every day I'm hustling. The Saturday Hangout is at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Mm-hmm.
Every Saturday.
Every time I hear Eastern or Central and all that, I always just want to say, dang, why don't we just have YouTube time?
I'm telling you, it'd be so much easier.
Because every time somebody mentions a time, then they don't say Eastern or Central. I'm glad people do that, but if they don't, it's like, okay, is that
Right.
Eastern, Central, Pacific, Mountain? Where are you?
Paul, this is the mid-morning break room. This is the
Yeah.
show that jumps back and forth between the 4 of our channels every morning. We
Right.
do it 5 days a week, Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Oh, we were
Hey,
Or
responding.
Eastern time.
9 a.m.
Central.
Were you talking about Gatesy Picker's question about what show?
Yeah.
I think he was talking about when Derek was talking about this morning.
Yeah,
Charlie.
in the morning.
Ooh, I recognize that tool, Craig. You peeling stickers?
I'm not peeling stickers, but it stays right here. You got to be careful with one of these things. It will cut you in a heartbeat.
Yeah, he'll cut you up good.
That's why we have the child-safe plastic ones.
I ordered this one I've got the plastic ones too.
Paul, the show that I'm on first thing in the morning is DDTLA Coffee in the Morning on Norgus R's channel.
BRQ 542719.
Well, it was just DD and T in the morning, and then we added Liz Ann, and then Adam came involved. So it's just DDTLA.
Yep. That's my morning wake up coffee show.
Yep.
Unless I wake up really early on the right days, then I watch Bearded Picker before that starts.
Yeah, I got shouted out this morning. That was awesome.
Yeah, I was there. I heard it.
it.
You got a shout out yesterday on Alex's video too.
Yep. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Well, hopefully it works because I'm down to 991 now, and I need that jump again.
Oh, I need to resubscribe again. I'm kidding.
I don't know what it is. It's just I'm trying to do everything I can. It's just
I've been losing a lot lately too. I keep getting up into the 420s, and then I keep going down to 418.
Now you're at what,
now?
Something now, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna check to see where I am right now. Yeah, I've lost a lot lately, and I'm thinking, well, I can't complain because you keep, they keep knocking you down too. So
yeah, it's just they keep on just ripping it apart, and that's fine.
I'm at 421 right now, which is good. But I keep jumping back down to 418 every time I get up in the 420s.
Yep.
They must be leaving y'all's channels and coming to my. No, I'm kidding.
All you guys are beating me. I only have 215.
You'll get up there, man.
You'll get up there, Tommy.
It'd probably help if I put some videos out on.
Oh yeah. That's why I got to download the video this morning.
Videos aren't required. You can grow a channel without video.
No. Peroxide.
Why did that not go over there?
Yeah, I've seen some people that have a lot of subs that have zero content.
And they get a lot of subs. Yeah.
There's a lot of people that are active in the chat that are that way.
Hey, Lynn, how you doing?
Hi, Lynn. Lucas, it all depends. The metal one, you have to be really careful for because you can cut into the product you're trying to take the sticker off. For the plastic one, you could still do the same thing, but just don't cut your fingers open.
I use the plastic one more than I use this one. It just stays right here close. Actually, I could probably. Yeah, I don't even know where my plastic ones are. They're under some junk right here. Oh, here. No. They're right here somewhere. Oh, well. Oh, yeah, at least it's tough. There's so many people doing it. And I'm not saying it's wrong because everybody wants to get their voice out there. Some people are comfortable doing it. Some people aren't. Right. But it's becoming terribly competitive, And the problem is that, as a viewer, you can only watch so many people. You only have so many hours in a day, Mm-hmm. It is what it is.
I like it for, like, the different personalities, the different items that certain people pick. So, like, I've never had, like, the competitiveness with YouTube just because I try to just be cool to everybody and try to just kind of do what I do.
Yep.
I'm real big into inclusivity, so I try to include as many people into what I do as possible as well.
Tabby says she likes the plastic Scotty peelers. Don't trust myself with the sharp objects. Yeah, Dad, what?
Yeah.
That's why we use. We got a bunch of the plastic ones from Bubble Fast at Ecom Chicago last year, and they're lasting pretty long. They're starting to get where we're gonna have to buy new ones, but
yeah, I'm gonna have to get one of those at some point.
We got a handful.
You don't have one yet?
No, I just do it with my fingernails. My fingernails and then some goof off.
Lighter fluid.
That's what I heard. Lighter fluid. I use like
because it doesn't leave a film on it.
No, my luck, I ended up burning the house down.
Yeah,
you don't light it, you goofball.
See, I have one of those heat embosser things. So we just heat it up and then just grab, and it usually comes right off.
Every day I'm hustling, said get a heat gun and some lighter fluid. It's amazing.
Yeah, I don't think my homeowner's insurance would like that.
Yeah, RVA does use the heat gun. It seems to work really well for him. He speaks highly of it.
Yeah. And you don't need like the big paint removing heat gun. We just got one of these. It's a little craft heat gun.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Little craft one, yeah.
Where'd you find that one?
The first one we got on Facebook Marketplace. Picked it up for $10, brand new in the box.
Wow.
And then this one we picked up, I believe, at Goodwill for $2.99. We just got it as a backup. It works. We haven't used it as
Hobby
backup.
has them.
I love getting stuff like that at Goodwill.
Oh yeah, and I think I talked about this a while back in one of our last shows. It's been a handful of days ago, but don't be afraid to pick up stuff like that you need for your business at your thrift stores. I mean, obviously you're not going to find it obviously you're not going to find them at the frequency that you find them when you walk into a Walmart or something like that. But I got my thermal printer at my thrift store for $1.99. Yeah,
Nice.
wow.
I got my color printer at our thrift store for, I think it was like $8 or something, and it's a laser color printer. Works beautifully. Looked it up online and it's selling for like $268, but I don't want to get rid of it. Not to mention it'd be heavier than heck to ship.
Yeah, right. At $200 with free shipping, that's shipping would eat up a lot of that, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Wow, I am dragging this morning.
Yeah, me too, man. My wife's off today, so I think after the show, I'm gonna go lay back down and binge watch something with her.
Y'all gonna watch the Netflix
Today we will.
Good things.
I'm not feeling it, unfortunately.
I'm kidding.
Stranger Things.
I've still not seen Stranger Things, so
I haven't either, but I've been hearing all about it. Everybody says you got to see it. You got to see it.
I love Stranger Things.
they just
It's
came out
great.
with a new season, right? Because I keep seeing
Yeah.
ads for it.
Started the 4th of July. Yep, season 3.
Good morning, Lynn. How are you? Welcome in.
Yeah, I've been all night last night. I was catching up on the Flash. I don't know if you guys ever seen that on the CW.
Yeah, I'm good in that one.
I'm like 2 seasons behind just because we went a little bit without cable for a while there.
Right.
And when we got the cable back, I just forgot to watch it. So
Yeah, our daughter watches Flash all the time on Netflix. That's her favorite character, Flash.
Yeah, Flash is awesome.
I like Stranger Things because Stranger Things is set in the 80s.
Oh, nice.
So they're actually the same age I was at that time. So
that's cool.
You're watching it on how I would have been, in a different time, things happening,
What's up, Mark? Mark Pasternak's in the house. He's coming over to my house on Sunday to hang out.
Cool.
We're gonna do a cookout and watch some wrestling.
That's cool. All I see is I think he's the Bruins hockey player there, Pasternak.
Was there a motorcycle guy? For some reason, I'm thinking Pastor Nicky. Pastrana.
No,
Travis Pastrana.
Travis Pastrana.
Is that right?
Yes. Travis Pastrana and Ricky Carmichael were the 2 major ones.
Oh my! What about Dan Pastorini?
Pastorini.
There was a quarterback for the Oilers in like the late 70s, early 80s.
77. Yep.
Some reason my head is just full of stuff like that, and I can't get rid of it. Not that I just so many years of collecting cards and stuff. At one point, you could name anybody in the Major League Baseball. You could pick a card out of a collection and say, all right, here's the name. And I could name either a team that they played for or that they were currently playing for. I don't know why. Kind of like you're talking about, with the Matchbox stuff, just being able to rattle off information.
Yeah. Right.
Just years of sorting through cards,
It was like I was watching the All-Star game, and I'm sitting there going, I knew maybe 8 to 10 players on the whole team. I'm like, where did everybody go? So.
Yeah. Well, there's so many young kids in it now that are making the progress so quickly that, I could, outside of watching I follow the Braves just because they're, down here in the South, and that's about all. I couldn't tell you anybody else that's, a young up and coming player.
Yeah, I've really slacked on baseball lately. Really, the only team I follow is the Pirates at this rate.
Well, I mean, the new up and coming player, and he's still young, is Vladimir Guerrero's son. I mean, the kid's a beast.
Oh, I'm sure.
He's 255, and he hit 74 home runs in all through the whole night of the home run derby.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, if you look at the stats right now, there's people have hit 30-something home runs already halfway through the season.
Yep. It's crazy. It's like, what the heck?
DC Sales just rewatched Jaws. They smoke in the hospital. You know, it really wasn't that long ago that, you know, things have kind of gone in phases. You look back 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago, that's down here. That's when they started, you know, you couldn't smoke in bars. You couldn't smoke indoors at a lot of places.
I remember my mom used to smoke in restaurants when I was a kid.
Yeah.
You had smoking areas and non-smoking areas.
Yep.
Right. And it all that was covering it was a small petition.
Yeah.
Like
that's good. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish the Pirates had put together a team too. Every day I'm hustling. They need to.
Yeah, it's been a while. Once they lost McCutcheon and they lost the rest of that crew, they're not doing well.
That Josh Bell is a player, and that his name the first baseman deal.
Josh Bell. Yeah. I mean, the Pirates still have a way to put together some pretty clutch wins. You know, even though they're not like one of the better teams in the league. But yeah, I mean, I enjoy watching the Pirates still, even though there's very many high, you know, big name players on the team.
They hit their heyday back in the late 70s, early 80s, though.
Yep.
You know,
they had some real good ball players back then.
Yeah, I would have been around for that.
Willie Stargell,
Parker, Omar Moreno. I always liked Kent TeColby, who was the tall, thin pitcher that threw submarine style.
Yeah, come on. I mean, yep.
One of my neighbors, I don't know if I've told y'all before. I think I mentioned it to you, Anthony. If I hadn't, I don't. I've got two neighbors that are from Pittsburgh, which, you know, you wouldn't think being in Alabama that you're going to run into too many people from up there. But one of them, they're somewhere in their family, Manny Sanguian, who was a catcher, I think, for the Pirates way back in the 70s, is in his family somehow. Dan Quisenberry, that was with the Royals.
I was just trying to say he didn't play with the Pirates.
And I think he died in the last 5 or 10 years.
Yes, he did. Yep.
Sorry.
I think you're saying Keith Call is related to him by marriage too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was young.
Bobby Bonilla, Kevin Van Syke. Yep.
But if you look back in those years that you're talking about with Bonilla, and you look at like Barry Bonds' rookie card.
He's a toothpick.
He looks like a beanpole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Barry
And then he got on those roids and he ballooned up to 300 and something pounds. It looked like.
Yeah. Same thing with Canseco. Canseco did the same thing. Rafael Primero, they all did.
Yeah. Yeah, the Pirates were really good when I was young.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. We are family. Oh,
my brothers.
Yep.
That was their song back in the 70s.
Yep. We still get a lot of bobbleheads I find at Goodwill all the time with the "We Are Family" on them.
Really? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I loved it when they had the black and yellow striped hats. Like the White Sox did the same idea, but they
looked tall and it wasn't lean back. It was typically straight up.
Yeah, straight up, and then it had the
yellow lines all the way around it.
Yep. Those are cool. Those are the cool years. Well, the White Sox, I know they wore those jerseys not long ago. A couple of weeks ago, I think they did. They threw the White Sox ones with the funky hats. I was like, damn.
I think I like the like 83, 84 White Sox that had the red, white, and blue.
That's the ones I'm talking about.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to remember what their hat looked like.
The same thing. It was like the Pittsburgh one, but it had the white with the blue stripes wrapped around it.
Huh.
It was set up the same way. Yep. And they had just the sock with the baseball player on their shirt.
Lynn D says, her ex-husband's stepbrother lived in
Ashland,
Oregon and played for the Pirates. Mark Perry,
Oh.
yeah, he was a pitcher.
Oh,
from
my parent, yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. Every day he made a big change.
Yeah.
I think 150 pounds would be pushing it. You look like a dang beanpole.
Yeah, he did. Yep.
Yeah, definitely.
Thanks, Lisa.
Thank you, Lisa. You are an amazing mod. Appreciate all your
Absolutely.
help.
All right,
Bye,
DC Sales.
DC Sales.
Hey, have a good day. Make them license plates.
Yep. So,
Hey, stuff from Sally. How you doing? Hey,
How
Joy.
you doing?
Joy's here. Did you get your new phone yet, Joy? She had a kettlebell drop on her phone the other day.
I thought you were going to say her toe or something. I can only imagine how.
It almost hit her toe, but it hit her bag and shattered her phone.
Those things are heavy.
Yeah. Well, I guess they were doing the throwing it up and catching it because it has the triangle you can catch, but they missed.
Hey, Rebecca, if you'd want to share the link to the show that you guys are having tonight that Joy's a special guest on, I'd be cool with that. Anybody who's a content creator, feel free to share, your links. If you want to go ahead and even put in the number 7, that way everybody can see that you are a content creator and we can go and sub to your channels and we can all support each other. That'd be cool.
Sorry, Misha.
All right, we're at 11 o'clock, guys. We have 15-minute roll call.
Yep. Ooh. College Picker's brother played for the Boston Red Sox. Wow.
Nice.
He's got some good information out there. I got one. What did he have? There was some video of his that I watched that was really good. I haven't watched it recently. I'll think of it as soon as we turn off.
Well, you'll laugh at this, Craig. My mom lived the street over from Davy Lopes.
Wow. Davy Lopes.
Yep.
Dodgers. Where did he end up? Where did he finish up?
He ended up as one of the base coach for the Dodgers.
Right. But didn't he, as a player, did he play somewhere else besides the Dodgers?
He played one other place. He played for the A's, and then went to the. I think he ended up with the Astros, if I remember right.
The Astros, like when they were the Astros, not back when they were the Colt 45s. Wasn't it the Astros that were the Colt 45s?
Right. Yep.
Lisa C says she has a suggestion for tomorrow's topic. She'd like to hear about what apps everyone uses besides the obvious ones.
Okay.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, if any
Bud.
of you guys ever have suggestions or anything like that, definitely let us know.
Absolutely love to hear suggestions because we want to create content and talk about what you guys want to talk about, what you want to hear.
Yeah.
We want you guys to be part of the break room too. We don't want to just be 4 guys talking to each other. We want to be, a whole bunch of people talking with each other. So that's our goal, is to make this an inclusive thing where everybody in the chat's a part of this, just like you're sitting in the break room with us.
Yeah. Adam is asking what sources are YouTube leaning towards since Hangout goes away. I don't know if they're promoting anything other than their webcam.
Yeah. I haven't really seen anything yet either.
I keep hearing rumors, but I haven't read anything that says it. But keep hearing rumors that YouTube's gonna incorporate some type of Hangout within itself, like embedded right in YouTube.
Right. Which that may be on that Google for Business side, like Derek was talking about.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know. I don't think there's a lot of verified information out there that I've seen. That doesn't mean it's not out there. I just haven't seen it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I haven't seen it. I just hear about it in various chats. And
I think that's the way a lot of people are. I don't think anybody has any verified information. If there is verified information, we'd love to see it. I'm sure everybody would.
Right.
I mean, when you click on and it still gives you that little logo, and you click on it, it does bring you to and explains to you how to go live, but it doesn't say. It says something with the embedded and all, but it doesn't really break everything down to say this is what we're actually doing.
Yeah. I don't think they talk about panels and multiple users and all that. It's just your channel and going live.
Yeah.
But well, at least I'm glad you learned something here. I don't know what you would learn from a bunch of crazy old men, but or at least some of us are older. But
I feel older. I guess that qualifies me.
Yeah, Cliff, the auctions with Donna is on Friday nights. Friday nights, 9:00. So that's what we always do. So
yeah.
I'm gonna have to swing by for those.
Just to throw a disclaimer out there, Lisa said she learned something. I'm not trying to pick her out or point her out, but with anything we say, be sure to go out there and verify whatever we're saying. We're not saying that we know it all. All we can do is present information as we experience it in our businesses. So anything, don't take our word as golden. I hate to speak for y'all, but I at least want to speak for myself. I don't claim to know it all. I may be wrong when I say something. If I'm wrong, somebody please call me out in the chat. I have no problem with that. I'm just going on what I understand, how I understand something, how something has affected my business. I don't want anybody to go off and make, I hate to say crazy, but make a life-changing or a business-changing decision based on something that I've said.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, you don't know it all, but you know a good bit. Something I could say for pretty much this whole panel, because I can't tell you how many times I've messaged Derek, like, what the heck is this? What do I do? Blah, blah, blah. And it seems in aspects he does know it all. And I think that's why he gets so much love across the community, is because of his broad knowledge base. And Tommy, like, he knows a ton, like, as far as like computers and getting stuff like this to work, and so does Craig. And you guys just been doing this, especially Craig, been doing this a long time. So,
I mean, like I said, we have our own niches that we're good at. I mean, yeah, sometimes I do have to look up stuff and question stuff myself, but most of the time it's one of those things where, okay, if I don't know it, I'll be like, listen, let me look it up. I'll get back to you. It's not like, sometimes there's one thing where, okay, that piece was this, but now it's this. It's always changing in the world of Steel Hot Wheels. And if I send a good, clear picture, would you be able to give me a decent price to put it as a lot on eBay? You can do that. Put it on my Reselling Coast to Coast Facebook page, and we'll definitely do it that way, and I can be able to show it to you.
I'll see if I can drop a link to that group, if that's okay.
Thanks.
I'll have to find it.
Thanks, Cliff. Yeah, but this is why we want to do this. I mean, there's a reason why I do one thing, a reason why it's always different. It's not going to be the same. Some things might be the same, but we all do things differently sometimes. And that's why if we all did the same thing every single way, then what's the use of having a life? If we're just going to be robots walking around doing the same thing.
See, I put my business together and the way I run it, not based on any like one person that said, here, this is how you should do it, or some textbook that said this is how you should do it. Most of what I do is all put together from a collaboration of many, many, many YouTubers. I took pieces of Casey the Rockstar Flipper, pieces of like now Derek with toys and Hot Wheels and just pieces from everywhere, and not just big YouTubers, some smaller YouTubers too that just have good information. I gather all this information and work with it, play with it, and figure out what works best for me. And it's a mix of just everybody, not because one person said, this is the way you should do it, this is the way I do it, it works for me, this is the right way, because there is no right or wrong way. It's like Craig always says, it's what works for me may not work for Derek. We're in different areas, we're dealing with different merchandise.
Yeah. And I think that's important. I think that's really critical, kind of what you said, gathering that information from a wide range of sources and building your own opinion. Do your research. Hey, what Casey said, does that really work? Let me go see if other people are saying that, building your own opinion from the information you gather. And I think that's important in whatever kind of decision you make, business related, personal related. If I go out and try and fix my air conditioner, I'm not gonna look at just one YouTube video on how to fix it. I'm gonna watch 3 or 4 and say, wait, this person said I need to plug this lead into this point. This person said plug that same lead somewhere else. Something's not matching up,
Yep, exactly.
Tommy BS, ever seen Rakin's eBay store? I haven't looked at it in probably over a year. When I did look at it, it was a lot of high-end like suits and stuff like that he had in there.
He goes for that extra higher-end stuff. So.
I don't have the patience to do like suits and tuxedos. That's way too much measuring for me.
Yeah.
Now, Cliff, don't get a big head now, okay? The first Canadian with a wrench in Anthony's channel. So you Penguins fans and the Canadians don't get along. So
when he sends a super chat, if he ever does, that it's going to come across in that play money. It's like Monopoly money.
Lisa makes a good point too. She finds different YouTubers are better for different reseller levels too. Because,
right.
Yeah. Like me, I would love to do what Bearded Picker does, but I don't have the money to jump in my truck and be gone for 3 days and pay for motels and fill my truck full of merchandise. I just don't have that cash flow to do it. I'd love to work up to that point, but right now I can love his model all I want, but I'm not at that level to be able to exercise it.
Just because Misha asked for it, I reached behind the computer and got the wrench. We want the wrenching ceremony. So everybody that just got a wrench today, you've officially been wrenched here on the Picksburgh channel. Use it wisely. Smash a troll.
Those are not to be resold. They're not come with a not for resale sticker on it.
Yeah. Cliff says he sends super chats as a toonie at a time.
Nice.
That's awesome. Yeah, I'm still a little ways away from being able to get a super chat. I'm only in the 420s yet. But
420 club, baby. What?
You'll get there. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Now, Craig, I know you're familiar with OBS. Are you familiar with the part to where you can actually run OBS and accept super chats through OBS?
I think that's only in Streamlabs.
Sloppy.
Is that only Streamlabs?
Streamlabs is kind of a wrapper around OBS. It's got a lot of the OBS functionality. And I think I don't know how their fee structure is on that, so I'm not sure. Have you looked at it?
That I don't know either, but I know maybe it was Streamlabs because I play with both of them, so I get them kind of which one does what. But yeah, I know you can have it to do like donations or even play games.
The only thing that takes donations through PayPal. So,
okay, he says it's going straight through PayPal.
Yeah.
Which 30%, what do you lose on one if it sends it friends and family, if it does it as a goods and services, probably goods and services. So you're going to be losing the same percentage you would on an eBay sale.
Right, but it's probably less than what YouTube takes. Doesn't YouTube take like 30 or 40% of a super chat?
Yeah, it's 30%, I think. What was Lucas? Are you familiar with their the Streamlabs thing? Does it come through immediately straight to your PayPal? I assume so. If that's the case, you're going to get that money immediately. Whereas, and I'm not trying to downplay super chats, through YouTube, is that with the super chat through YouTube, it goes into your account, your AdSense account, your YouTube account, and sits there until you cross the $100 mark before you can cash out, and they pay you once a month, I believe.
Right.
Oh, so he says it goes directly into your PayPal. So that's an advantage,
Yes, fishing and picking. Yes, we are having me and Tommy on my channel. We are doing a live today at 2:00. Reselling coast to coast. That's our show on Thursday at 2:00. So you can come and check that out.
And then on Shamrock Pixie's channel tonight, they're with Kimmy, Borderline Hoarderish, and Pat D's. They're having Be the Difference Clothing Joy as a guest on her show, and that'll be
Right.
I believe it's
That'll be
6 o'clock Central.
I feel like we need to get a Nascarman tracker app because he's everywhere all the time.
Yeah, right.
Which channel is he on now?
You have to remember to like the channel, like the video.
Mark wants to know if we sell on any other platforms other than eBay, not including local marketplaces. I was doing Poshmark for a good bit.
It took that long.
I just ruined our streak.
We were 3 minutes away from finishing a show without that word being mentioned.
Exactly.
Sorry. He specifically mentioned Poshmark in the link, though.
I was like, dang, he almost did it.
Well, since Anthony did it, we do have a Poshmark booth or store or closet or whatever it's called. We don't do much on it because we don't spend much time promoting. I'd rather spend time listing than all the sharing and stuff. But we do actively sell on Macari as our like second platform that we sell on, and we do quite well actually. As far as our sell-through rate, I actually believe Macari is. I mean, we have less on Macari than eBay, but I think when it comes to percentage of sales, I think Macari's beating eBay. So we're in the process of transferring everything over.
I've heard a lot of people talking positive about it. I've only sold one item. I've only listed one item over there. It's a good platform. I think it's got a lot more history than people think it does. It started out somewhere overseas, Japan, China, somewhere over there, and it's been around for a good while over there. And I think it's only started in the U.S. in the last handful of years.
And what I like about Macari is that they just take a flat 10%. And when you price your items in Macari, it tells you what you're going to walk away with free and clear. And that money is available to you. As soon as they rate you, get the stuff and rate you and say, oh, good, whatever, give you a positive rating. Or 3 days after they receive it if they don't rate you, but your money's there and it's your money. It's not like, okay, now I got eBay fees that are going to come out of this and all of that. I love that feature. I wish eBay would do that.
I wish eBay. Yeah, I agree. eBay, I know I mentioned a couple of times, eBay could pick up so much from these other marketplaces and improve their service. Especially like you were just talking about. That's all, I've always hated that fact that the payment system and the way you get paid and the way you pay your fees is so like it was 20 years ago on eBay.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly.
It all that stuff is, you move into like 2015 where everything is real time.
Yeah.
When I make a sale, at the end of the month, I should have to pay nothing but my store fee, and that's it.
Yeah.
Rebecca said she sold something on Posh yesterday.
Nice.
All right, guys, we're at 11:14, so you go for it, Mr. Anthony.
All right, guys. Well, I just hope everyone has a really good day. Definitely check out Derek and Destiny later on with their live shows. And off to Craig.
Be sure to check out Tommy's in their channel, Shamrock Pixie, when they broadcast Mr. Pickles. He has a wealth of knowledge. He will drop down.
We're probably gonna do that later on this afternoon sometime, so Destiny can test out her StreamYard before her show tonight. So
cool.
Mr. Pickles will make a cameo this afternoon sometime.
That'll be cool. But yeah, I appreciate everybody showing up again today. It's very humbling to see a good crowd showing up every day and listening to us run our mouths and talk business and talk sports and talk everything. And I definitely appreciate everybody showing up every morning. It's really great.
You said it's going to be on Tommy's channel tomorrow, so let's have some fun with this and go crazy.
Just me, Kathy. Yeah, go ahead and click on, and once it gets done processing, just click on it and play it all the way through. You can rewatch it.
Yep, we're going to go ahead and sign off now, guys. But definitely subscribe to Tommy because our show's on his channel tomorrow.
Thanks,